Once again, amazing people of the world, you guys are welcome to this YouTube channel. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be sharing this amazing strategy that helped me make nothing less than 1,000 pips plus in less than 2 days. Guys, I was able to capture 1,000 pips, guys, in less than 2 days. Now I shared this setup on our Telegram channel for free, guys. This was when I posted the entry, and then this was when the trade hit our TP. 400 pips we made today, guys. Today that I'm making this video, this is Tuesday that I'm making this video, right? We made 400 pips on this place, and then we're able to catch at least 700 pips right here, guys. I posted it on our community right here on YouTube. Okay, now guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys the strategy that is helping me catch these trades back to back. Now if you go to our Telegram community, you're going to see trades that we traded in the past and how we'll be hitting TP back to back, and these trades before they play out, I post them right there, so you can go ahead and join those amazing trades like this. You too can be part of it. Now in this video, you're not going to be seeing my face. This is because I want us to focus on the charts, guys. I don't want any form of confusion. Now if you remember, we talked about actionable trend line in our previous video that we did last week, guys, and I promised you guys in that video that I'm going to be continuing teaching you guys the strategy. Now this strategy I'm teaching you guys is a very good strategy that you use to kill good any day, anytime. Now this strategy that I've been using for some time, for a long time now, and the strategy works perfectly. So I'm teaching it right here, and I'm giving it to you guys for free. Now I hope that you make good use of this strategy. Right now, if you have not watched our first video, it's going to be in the links in the description. You can go ahead and watch it so that you can get acquainted and then up to date, because in that video I was teaching on a whiteboard. Well, this time around I decided to teach in the computer directly, okay, so that I can show you guys the whole thing I'm talking about. Right now, in the previous video, we're able to discuss what is a trend line now, and we'll discuss what is a counter trend line. By now, if you're not newbie, you should know these two things. But in case you're a newbie, you don't understand what a counter trend line is, then you just go and watch the previous video. I'm not going to be adding that on this video so that the video will not be too long, guys. And then we were at the number 3, which is what is actionable trend line. Now I've already defined what an actionable trend line is. An actionable trend line is a trend line that requires you to take an action once the market gets to it. Once this market gets to it, you have to take action. And now there are some criteria, there are some requirements that you need for a trend line to be actionable. Now before we proceed in this video, my name is Ezekiel Wachiku. I'm a financial analyst, I'm a forex trader, and we also talk about trading in this channel, and then personal finance. So guys, before you go into forex trading, I want you guys to know that forex trading is high risk something. It's something that is high risk, guys. So before you do anything involving your money with forex trading or investing in forex trading, you should better consult professionals, or make sure you have spent years in the chart and you know what you are doing, guys. Don't worry, I'm going to be sharing other platforms that you can invest in if you don't know how to trade yet, right? I'm going to be showing you other possible investment that you can do that can actually grow your funds while you learn how to trade. Now, until you know how to trade, I don't encourage anybody to go ahead and start trading with live funds. Probably can be practicing with demo funds until you master the chart. Okay, so let's just proceed with the video. Now we are talking about requirements for the what? For the actionable trend line. Now what are the requirements for the actionable trend line? One of the requirements is it must have at least 2 highs and 2 lows. Now some of you might not understand what this means. Let's just go to the chart and let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, now the requirements say that it must have what? 2 highs and then 2 low. Right here we have one. This is a low. Now this is a chart. We have a higher high, and then we have a higher high right here. We have a higher low, and we have a higher high right here. Okay, now this is one high, this is another high, right? This is a low, sorry, this is a low. Now this is a high. Now this makes it 2 highs, okay, and this also makes it 2 low. Now this has qualified to have an actionable trend line. Okay, so if you go ahead and say, let's say you have your trend line, you do what? You construct it like this. Now this trend line is called actionable trend line. What actionable trend line means that whenever the market does whatever it wants to do, right, and then comes and hit it, then you have to take action right here. what you either do is that you either buy, okay, or you sell. That's what you do on an actionable trend line. Let's say you want to buy, you can buy from here, or you do what? You can go ahead and sell it, right? Let me reverse this. Okay, you can go ahead and sell it from here. Now this is the position where you take action, guys. And there's also third action, and I'm going to be talking about that third action as we proceed in the video. Now this is a case where the market is what is buying. Okay, now what if the market is selling? It also requires two highs and two lows. As you can see right here, we have one high, we have another high. Now this is high, this is a lower high, and this another lower high, and then we have another low here and another low here. This a lower low and this a lower low. Now this also has fulfilled the criteria to also have what? An actionable trend line. So you can put your trend line right here. This trend line is now what? Actionable. Okay, now whenever the market comes around, whenever the market comes around and breaks this trend line, it will mean that you can now take action. Now that is what it means to call it an actionable trend line. Okay, now this thing right here is just presenting market structure. I know you understand what market structure is all about. Okay, if you don't understand it, don't worry, I'm going to do a full detail of a market structure, so you understand what we're talking about market structure, how to identify market structure, everything I'm going to be talking about in this channel. So you want to make sure you are locked in, subscribe to this channel. Enough educative content that is going to ensure that you improve on your trading in this year 2026. And now the second requirement for this strategy, for this actionable trend line, is it must have at least two waves. Okay, let's go back to the chart again. It must have at least what? Two waves. As you can see, this is the first wave, one. This is the second wave, two. Now if for any reason, let's assuming that this wave starts from here, right? Now this has invalidated this trend line. It means that this trend line is no longer what? Actionable, because this wave has given us what? A double top, right? It is not a proper wave. This is an internal wave. It is not a proper market structure. So you need the market structure to give you a high. Same thing when it is selling. I know you understand what I'm trying to say, right? So it goes to give you two waves. That two waves qualify you. Those are the two requirements that you need to take action on what? On the actionable trend line. Now you need to understand that this strategy is strictly based on trend line. You are not going to be using any other thing. You are not using indicators. You are not using MACD. You are not using any kind of fair value gap or even candlestick confirmation. All these different kind of Bollinger Band, candlestick, all those kind of things. You need candlestick actually, but not like you need it in other strategies. So guys, now that we have understand what an actionable trend line is, right, now we're going to be going to the next topic, which is what? How to know a trend line invalidation. Guys, how do you know a trend line invalidation? Because all this information, you need to have them so that you can trade line effectively. The reason why a lot of people fail in using trade line is because they don't even know when their trade line has been invalidated. They don't even know what it means for a trade line to be actionable. All they do is just to go ahead and use the basic knowledge of trend line to try to trade trend line. You're going to be losing money back to back. Okay, now this information I'm giving you guys, it is not gotten for free, guys. So the information I'm giving you right here, I paid for it. Okay, and I decided to share it with you guys for free so that you guys can also improve your trading, guys. Now I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm going to say right here. Now, how do you know a trend line invalidation? Okay, now this occurs when the market leaves a candle wick or shadows on an actionable trend line. Remember, I've already told you guys what an actionable trend line is. Now on your actionable trend line, the market leaves a wick. You all know what a wick is. Okay, let me just go ahead and show you guys on the chart. Now this is a wick. This right here is what we call a wick. Now this is a wick, this is a wick also, this is a wick also. Now once there's a wick on your trend line, right, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. For example, if this trend line is like this is wrong. Okay, let me put it right here. Like if this trend line is like this, the moment this wick is on this trend line, it means the trend line has been what? Invalidated. And if you see a lot of people, this is how they trade trend line. Now this is strong. I don't know what the system, what kind of system they are using, but if you are trading actionable trend line concept, it is wrong for you to put your trend line like this. You are going to be faked out a lot of time. The market is going to hit you really hard. Okay, so whenever you see this, it means that the trend line has been what? Invalidated. And what action can you take right here? The only action you need to take is what? Is to simply move the trend line away from that invalidation and put it on the tip. That is all. Once you do this, you have corrected the invalidation. So trend line invalidation is not that difficult to correct. Okay, now what is the last thing right there? We have the market manipulation. Now the market manipulation is something that happens many times, but if you don't know how to do this trend line invalidation, the market manipulation will actually hit you really hard. For example, what happened right here? Okay, what happened right here is what called market manipulation. Other market manipulation. Market manipulation is just to fake you out, give you wrong direction before going to the actual direction. And again, look at another market manipulation that is going on right here. Okay, for example, now how do you identify a market manipulation? One of the characteristics of a market manipulation on gold, especially when the market is buying, is that it will print a very huge candlestick like this one. Okay, it will print a very huge candlestick. Now once it breaks out with a very huge candlestick that is up to 200 pips, sometimes it will be 180, 190 pips. Those kind of candlesticks is a fake out, guys. That is fake out. That is manipulation. What the market is trying to do is it's trying to induce what? Buyers. It's trying to make all the buyers to bring in their money. I know they can do print to 200 pips, and most buyers will not use 200 pips stop loss. Okay, now what the market does after you are bringing your money is to just turn around, just exactly what it did right here. Now I didn't take this trade because I was already expecting this reversal. Okay, now but somebody that don't know how to use this system will have entered for this trade because he believes that the buys are in, and then he will be wiped out. Now this is one of the ways to handle market manipulation. Now there are other ways to handle market manipulation that I probably will not be able to cover in this video, but once you start engaging the strategy, I believe all those things will easily come to you. Okay, this strategy is very simple. There is nothing confusing about the strategy. Okay, and then we're going to be talking about entries and exits. Now your entry is very easy. Okay, now how do you get an entry? Very simple. Just like I got this entry right here. Okay, now look at how this was my first entry actually on this trade. This was my first entry. As you can see, this was my first entry. As you can see on your screen right now, that was the entry I took when the market got here, because this was when the market first breakthrough. Now after this, remember I told you guys that the wick must not be right. As you can see, all I need to do is to move it. Okay, but later I think the market took me out at break even, and then I re-entered right here, right? And then before the market now dropped to take profit. So entry is very simple. The moment you see a candlestick break your trend line, right, and it did not leave any wick on the trend line, that is your entry. And where is your exit? Your exit is very simple. You can actually target the closest resistance to that market, or you simply go for 1:2 or 1:3. That is just the basic that is the rule of thumb in taking profit in the forex market, right? You usually go for 1:2, 1:3, or you target the next resistance level. But the moment you get advanced in trading, there's a way we can manage the trade, and then we can do even 1:6 or 1:5. But that is something I cannot talk about in this video, because that is going to make you blow your account if you don't know how to use it properly. Okay, that one you're going to be needing proper guidance, and you're going to need mentorship for me to be able to tell you something like that. But what I'm teaching you right here is something that's going to make you a whole lot of money. And if you want to see me use it live, all you need to do is to follow the link and join our Telegram channel. I'm going to be posting upcoming updates right there. Okay, now even though this week 1,000 pips is enough for me, right, I feel like I should not even trade again this week, but as a trader we always want to trade. I'm just going to be looking at the chart. Once I see an A setup, I'm going to post it for our Telegram community. You can go ahead, trade it, guys, trade it with demo account, and then see how it works. Okay, so it is very simple, guys. This strategy is one of the simplest strategy in the forex market, and it guarantees you profit always. So guys, I hope you have gotten value from this video, right? And I'm going to be seeing you guys on our next video. So guys, I want you guys to take very good care of yourselves. Thank you for sticking with me from the very beginning to the very end of this video. Now bye for now, and do take care of yourself. Yeah, bye.